Hey Man Podcast, episode 5. I'm Keith.
I'm Vincent.
And I'm Adam. We made it to episode 5. Is it episode 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's episode 5.
Wow. It's one whole hand.
Left or right hand?
I can't count anyways.
Whichever one you want to wrap it around, buddy.
I can't count.
Pause.
I went to a school that cared about football. I didn't learn how to count. Unless I could count them with my, like, how many footballs I caught. 0.
He didn't quite boy.
You caught some other balls though.
Oh.
My Saturdays are my Saturdays. You leave them alone, okay? What I do on that time.
We're talking about college or high school?
Can we come back to that one?
Anyways, hope everyone had a good New Year's. Hope everyone can still count with their fingers. Hope anyone didn't lose a finger.
Well, they got fake ones they could put on, right?
There's a couple people that just don't have a hand anymore.
Shit's pricey per limb. Depends on what you start with.
You think
I mean,
the thumb or the pinky's the cheapest?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You will,
Does it count
probably
as
your
a
pinky
finger?
because you need your fucking thumb.
But does the thumb count as a finger?
Or is it just a thumb?
I think.
Mind fucking blown.
No, I think it's a finger. You know what? In the comments, is a thumb considered a finger? Because what the fuck? What else would you call it?
A thumb.
Yeah, I mean, like, you give someone the thumb, you don't give them the finger, unless you do that.
Can you imagine like the thumb being like the biggest insult instead of like flipping someone off? You just like
It is in some
you
countries.
can go like this.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought the peace sign was because you're calling them pussy.
Well, in some of the I forgot exactly what country it is, but throwing a thumbs up is also as bad as throwing a middle finger up.
Type
What
shit.
if you throw both up?
Oh,
Holy shit.
I think if you go like I remember people like you go like this and, like that was considered an insult. I don't understand. Yeah, that was like
That's
there's
their elbow?
like that.
Oh, like
I
that.
think they meant like shove it or
Yeah,
fuck you.
okay.
It's supposed to be behind it.
Is it supposed to be behind?
Yeah, it's supposed to be behind it.
I feel like that's like that muscle woman thing, like that you see like let's get it done.
Unless you're of a certain descent and you can do like that and some shit.
I don't. That seems risque, but you know.
Anyways,
I've seen some do it. You motherfucker.
if you guys don't leave a comment, I'm gonna do that to you. Anyways,
Dude,
Wow.
wait.
We're canceled.
hope everyone had a good New Year's. Hope everyone
dude.
enjoyed last episode, and I hope everyone enjoys this episode. But yeah, we'll just jump straight right into it.
All right. Today's topic. Each one of our own top 5 stand-up comedians. So I have mine. I had to write it down because I'm fucking old.
Type shit.
Fucking Gramps over here.
Your mama likes it.
Hey, is this a throwback to an earlier episode?
It is.
What'd you say? 39?
No, he said 35.
Ah.
See, that's where you got it mixed up. Not 1975, 1979.
35 this year. I'm not stopping. I have to be a nuisance now. Just want you to
He's
know.
going on hospice after this.
God damn, he's dying already.
Oh, dude, the missus does that shit to me. She's like, I can't wait till you're on hospice next year. I go, the fuck? Like, give me another year before I go see now.
She heard the bit.
She had to. Well, how the fuck are you going? Where am I at then?
Safe. Apparently you're Italian.
Yeah.
Your fucking arm hair's keeping you alive, dude. It's like a plant root. Get away from it.
It smells like cocoa butter, bitch. Alright. My number 5 is the great Richard Pryor.
Good. That's a good one. That's classic.
Any comedian that can roast himself during a stand-up bit, you gotta give him credit.
I think a little after Richard Pryor, like more into the what was he in? Mid '90s, early '90s.
Bro, he was older than that.
No, I'm saying like whenever he started like kind of like
Oh, losing it?
no problem like at his fall off, like his up and his fall off.
I'm gonna say it was the 80s was his fall off.
So like he was up there. Not too many people were doing that, and people couldn't follow into that a lot.
Yeah, but he did make some good movies.
Mm-hmm.
So that worked.
It's made up for it.
Yeah. Then my number 4 is Bernie Mac. R.I.P.
Ooh, Rip legend.
Gone too early because
No way.
stand up, you can't touch him. And then the movies he made were fucking great movies.
It's a Bernie Mac show.
He was a hell of an actor.
The Bernie Mac show.
The Bernie Mac show was an amazing show.
Phenomenal. There was not a day where me, my dad, and my brother watching that when it came on.
Oh.
My dad would sit there and he told me, he said, and I know it's this, if it didn't have, it not at the right time, but he said, if that show, a new episode dropped, and we were in school, he was pulling us out.
That's a hell of a dad.
Oh, God, it was...
When did he die again?
Heart attack, I believe. I believe he died of it was a form of heart disease, I think.
Or it was something to do with asthma, or...
It was complications.
A heart attack.
He had health issues.
Yeah.
But when did he die?
Oh, jeez.
Jamie, pull it up.
Call that.
You have to call back. Because I remember... Damn.
Let me find out.
Yeah. It's been, what, 10, 12 years? Come on now.
Let's see, he passed away in 2008.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. I thought he passed, like, not too long ago.
Well, the older you get, the faster time goes, because...
Mack went into cardiac arrest and subsequently died during the early morning hours on August the 9th of 2008 at the age of 50. He did have severe sarcoidosis. Oh, God, I can't say that. I'm telling you. Sarcoidosis, a disease of unknown origin that causes inflammation in tissue. So, sort of like, what is it, lupus?
Yeah, you could say something like that.
But they believe that the complications were not attributed to that.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, he passed away due to cardiac arrest.
I didn't know it'd been that fucking long. Wow.
Big sad.
So my number 3, R.I.P. Bill Hicks.
I believe I am not familiar with them. I probably am. I've probably seen him.
He was... I put him in the realm kind of like a George Carlin, whereas... What do they call it? Statism or whatever, where he's...
What are you talking about?
Commentary on how life is and shit. Fucking hilarious.
I said, is that the dude that does the random like cigarette thing? Like he throws like how many cigarettes he can throw in his mouth? Or am I thinking of someone else?
That's somebody else.
Okay.
Now this guy did smoke.
Yeah.
Ended up dying of cancer. But, and he even joked about that prior in stand-up, but he was fucking hilarious.
Mm.
So, he was gone too soon. The great George Carlin. Because you gotta have him. 7 bad words you can't say on TV. I can't remember all of them.
He kind of really didn't hold back on anything. On anything.
No.
Like he was one of the more bolder comedians. At least I felt like. Like if you're a comedian, you're already in the limelight to be like.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Because on Max they had a documentary about him, and you understand why he was the way he.
I want to watch that.
You need to watch that.
Like it looks so good. I love seeing a lot of like biopics on stuff on like comedians and stuff.
Because
like actors.
his daughter's literally getting interviewed in there.
Oh shit.
So, and it's a whole crazy ass story, but it's a damn good story. So that's a must watch. And my number 1, of course, the man who brought us Raw and Delirious, the great Eddie Murphy.
You know,
because nowadays people know him as just an actor.
Yeah.
No,
I've seen
fucking hilarious.
I've seen some of the stand up. It is
great shit.
Good shit. Like it really is.
You haven't seen it?
No.
No? Yeah.
I just remember Donkey, that's all I remember.
God damn.
No, I did watch a couple of his stand-ups and hear a couple of his sets, and no, he is a funny dude.
Well, I mean, hell, a week ago he's my baby shark, do. It's okay. You're growing up. You'll get there.
I'm a man, dude.
I don't know, dude. You're a little young to be a man.
You're a little fucking old to be an adult. Senile.
Well, hold on. Who are making fun of? Me or him?
You're
a little
there,
old to be.
You're not there.
Hold on.
Are we sure?
You're a little old to be an adult, motherfucker. What the? There's an age limit where you start to be an adult.
No, you hit senile age. You're not considered an adult. You're just senile.
And I took that as offense.
Well, okay, since I'm fucking senile, you're just a baby. What's your fucking top 5? Come on now.
Oh my god.
Speak, bitch.
So my number 1.
You want to do number 1 or number 5? How do you want to start?
Well, how did you say?
I started with 5.
Number 5. I guess I'll start at number 5.
He has to flip it in his mind.
I'm going to do number 3 first.
No, it's now.
You take a bite out of the middle of the burrito, don't you, asshole?
Damn straight I do.
Ew.
I need to know my
Hey, if
contents
you eat
first.
it quick enough, it makes 2 burritos.
Exactly.
Oh, there you go.
Big brain.
You open a Kit Kat instead of break it, you just bite the hole in it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I get 2 Kit Kats. 4 Kit Kats if you have one pack.
You're sick. You're You're fucking sick.
Do you eat tacos in the middle too?
No, I don't.
He eats the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Well, no. So, like, well, it depends. Do you start from the top? Because I start from the bottom, like a shark, like Jaws. Like he did that. Anyways.
Normally I'm just between the legs.
Huh?
That's an obvious spot. It's too easy.
He said, "Huh."
So my number 5 is gonna be Tom Segura. Funny dude.
He is.
Very, very fucking funny.
Have you watched it? I'm pretty sure y'all have your mom's house podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I was gonna bring that up. That podcast and him bringing on other comedians also opened my fucking taste up to different comedians. Because not only do I see them on the podcast, I'm like, oh, damn, they're funny. Let me look them up after the podcast. They're funny. They're on other podcasts. And, it's just like a web.
But he has 2 podcasts, so he's cheap.
He does, doesn't he?
I mean, he's on 2 Bears with Bert.
That's right.
So we're going to start a second podcast, guys.
Yes.
But, no, just the whole podcast.
I was thinking of names for some reason.
What we do is just like...
Big Cox came into my mind, and I don't know why.
And all we do is we just spin around. We just, like, change locations.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. We literally shift the seat to the next one and like, hey, guys.
It's just our name backwards.
Yeah.
And hey, the...
Where'd you get inspiration?
BTS. Anyways.
My number 4 is kind of someone that's a little new on the scene.
Okay.
Big podcast name though, but kind of new on the scene. I've just started seeing some of their stand-up sets, and it's Noel Miller.
See, I asked him, and I don't. If he's so new, I don't know. I'd like to see where he's gonna go.
I don't even know who he is, so.
He's had some stand-up sets in the past, but I think now he's taking it more seriously due to some allegations that came out for his partner. And I can
Allegedly.
I don't think it's allegedly, honestly. I said allegedly just for the legal reasons, but I don't think it's allegedly, man.
After further review,
I'm calling a fucking penalty on this play. But I don't, with the proof that's out there, I don't think it's allegedly. Anyways, let me not put the limelight on that fucking topic. No, Noel Miller, he's done some sets in the past and he kills. I think he's a very funny dude, and he started on YouTube. And if you watch his older YouTube videos compared to now, his humor and the way he hits jokes has definitely changed. And I think that's with all these comedians.
it's like his timing's getting better.
Yeah, he's getting better by time.
Yeah.
And Adam's making a face.
I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I just looked at this guy. He was on with Logan Paul at one point, wasn't he? Yes. And he kind of like started doing the whole backing away as slow as he can without being caught. He did the right thing.
I don't want to be with the Pauls.
But and on the podcast side of things too, he's had a podcast for I want to say 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Okay.
And it's still pretty big. I mean, due to the allegations, it's kind of dropped off a bit, so I think that's why he started focusing on stand-up.
Okay.
But in its prime, I think that was the only podcast I would listen to. Strictly because of what they would talk about and how funny it was. And, but no, he's definitely my number 4. He would be higher, but, the people that are higher have been established for a while.
Right.
And, when you think of them, you can automatically think of jokes that they've said in the past or what they've done. But my number 3 and 4, 3 and 2 are actually somewhat connected because they're on a podcast together.
Okay.
And I've seen some of their stand-up too. Is Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee.
Bath wins.
The Bath Wins podcast.
I'm bugging mom.
I think if you go on TikTok and you just type in Bad Friends,
Oh, dude.
it'll
Clip
be
after
fucking clip after compilation, rankings, like all that. And I think I can legitimately sit there for hours
Just watching their
and
clips.
just watch the clips. And I do that during lunch breaks at work. Whenever they come up on my For You page, I just dive into the rabbit hole and I'm sitting there the whole break just watching their clips. And just the way they're quick with their jokes and their comebacks and everything like that, it's funny. It punches you almost. And it's fucking funny.
Very funny. Very funny.
It's also one of very few podcasts I feel like there's such a ginormous amount of unhinged comedy, especially like offensive comedy. But it's funny because it's done right.
Yeah.
And you don't really see that in podcasts, but like Andrew Santino knows what he's doing, and he's done stand up before.
And like Bobby was on Mad TV, so he knows I can push the limit.
You know what can go live,
Yeah.
and he knows
It's
what
tasteful.
it's
tasteful.
good.
And especially with both of them, you know, being in the joke, especially with the fucking name of the podcast, Bad Friends.
Yeah, that plays on it perfect.
Being able to take it too, and not like,
Pause.
okay, he fucking got me. He got me.
You did it.
But being able to sit there and hear the joke and not get offended by it and take it to another level, you know, that also helps the comedy aspect of it, because not whenever Andrew says something about Bobby, he doesn't sit there and like sulk about it. He says something back, or he plays on that joke. Just like that, I'm Bobby Mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was like, don't
Like, I
you
feel like
dare that
anyone
to
else,
me.
if you talk about their mother on the pocket,
Yeah.
but you know, Bobby was able to take it and pause and be able to play off of it and keep going with it, and I think that's what adds to the comedy aspect of it.
He had that pause button ready, boy.
My number one, and to many people might not be the number one, but to me it is
That's fine.
Shane Gillis.
Shame.
Shane.
It nicked him, man. It nicked him.
Now, it's weird because he is on my list, but where he's at is kind of funny.
Where'd you get that grilled cheese at, man?
I'm not making midnight, Dad. I'm making midnight.
I have never seen a comedian do something like that. Like, do what he does. I can actually elaborate when I get to him on mine. So, but why do you like him?
Cause he's
Same
funny.
fucking thing as the Bad Friends podcast.
You see
You look up his name and it's just clips and clips and clips. And then in that new show he was in, Tires.
Have you watched?
I
Like,
watched it.
it's not bad. It's
not
quirky.
bad. Never
It's funny.
It's on Netflix.
I have Netflix.
Okay, so think about this. Think about The Office, but really small, like a small little. It's in a tire shop. Just think about like small, like a small tire shop business, and they're just. It's like all of them jutting at each other. Like they literally do everything they can to like survive from killing each other. The main person that's their dipshit is their boss.
Dude, he makes me uncomfortable sometimes.
The boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's so
He just
weird.
makes me awkward.
Yeah, and it's whatever role he's doing it good.
I know. Whatever part he plays, especially the fucking idiot.
So I think the funniest episode. I think it was it's the first episode because they're trying to figure out how to like make it more comfortable for women.
Oh my god.
And guess who shows up?
Fucking Andrew Schultz, dude.
Jesus.
And he's what is it?
Okay,
He's what is it? He's the they're Italians. Isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
They're Italians.
He's not gonna like that.
No, it's funny because the way they play like they're half-ass comical, but then they start getting serious. Like, whoa, hold on, that's not. Would you? And was it about his sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was his cousin.
That's what it was. He said, "Would you?"
Cousin has a fat ass. It's my cousin you're talking about, dude.
That shit was so funny. Because they're trying to please that journalist, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Or was it the journalist or was it the boss that they were like, would you fuck her like this and that? And he was like, yeah, I would. Because they were like nagging him on and like hyping him up. And he was like, yeah, I would. That's my fucking cousin you're talking about, you sicko. And he was like, oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Go if you get
That seems like some Italian shit. We do that a lot.
You should go watch it. You know who else is in there? I don't know his first name, but Stab. Stab's the big heavy set dude who's got the mustache. God damn it.
Here he goes again. But back to Shane Gillis.
Yes.
Like, him on that TV show, he was fucking funny. And, I mean, his name on the TV show was fucking...
Oh, that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah,
He's their second in command, I guess, like throughout the whole company. Yeah, Stavros.
But him on that TV show, his fucking name on the show was Shane.
Yeah.
So it was just Shane Gillis in the show. Like, there was nothing there.
He literally didn't change anything.
Nothing.
Like, he is
Just be
literally
yourself and
he is literally himself.
And I
That's
think
that's the best thing.
I think if shows just tell you just be yourself, you don't have a character, just be Shane. That's just, I mean, you already know you're fucking funny.
It's
Yeah.
funny. It really is. It plays
Yeah.
into it too, and I love that.
And then same thing with like the quick quips on everything, the quick comebacks. He's on it. He's able to just get at it.
He's murderous.
Yeah. But
It's like you throw a rock, you throw a boulder. he can throw it with his one hand. You can tell.
the Tism hand,
Yeah, there we go.
the county hand. But
My strong hand.
what's your
My bad.
They're both strong hands. So for mine,
yeah?
so
You
number
start-
5. Number 5 is Shane Gillis.
Why was that starting at number 3? He
So,
fooled.
yeah, sorry. I did a little
Fucking
run.
liar.
Go to number 2 and then back to.
Yeah, it's all-
All out of order. Fuck, I forgot.
No, I'm gonna go backwards. Move to number 6.
What?
Type shit.
I'm lost now. Shit.
So for me,
Who's your
number
number
5 is Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is he's prominent right now.
Yeah.
He's like, to me, the modern face of what comedy is and should have been going forward in the whole in this, I guess, day and age of everyone's sensitivity.
Well, that's why it kind of slowed down, but I think now we're seeing the resurgence of true comedy coming
Yes.
back where
It should be like
it's going to be uncomfortable. That's what Matt Rife said on a podcast. It's like, it's going to be uncomfortable.
that's another good comedian.
But you got to do it. It's all in taste. If you're doing it just be a dick and talk bad about people,
Yeah,
that's no.
No, it's not comedy. It's just
But
being
if it's
sensitive.
funny, then it's funny.
The idea is to be able to jur
Yeah.
your audience,
Mhm.
but be able to get them to join in and laugh about it.
Yeah.
You want to be able to move them. And I feel like with Shane Gillis and the fact that he actually is doing what most comedians aren't doing, that'll actually follow into another my number one. So he's doing things for disabled comedians. And he's roused more disabled comedians to step into the role, be like, dude, be yourself. If you're funny, you're fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I love that. And he's truly done something that most comedians can't do. So, plus he's just got natural charisma. You could tell he's like a bro at the end of the day, and it's funny watching him. Now, number 4 is, to me, my number 4 and my number 5 are at my number 4. My number 4 and my number 3 are actually back to back on this one. I've seen them at different times, but like I've seen them like in that same, I guess, time frame whenever they got popular.
Okay.
Laverne Crawford.
Oh, okay.
I love that dude. That dude's funny. Plus, he was in Breaking Bad. Dude, that dude's funny. He's a home comedian. Like, he's a guy that you sit there and you look at and you go, this guy speaks to what I used to do as a child, and I love that. And it's like, my whole growing up is like shit that I've seen and I've done, and it's happened to me. Maybe not to the extent it happened to him, but I was like, oh yeah, I remember the good days. And I love that shit. I love every bit of, charisma he has.
Yeah.
Plus, as an actor, he's a pretty solid fucking actor. My number 3 is Ari Spears. I think I'm saying his name right. That dude.
Yeah.
Now, he is one of the very first few that I genuinely remember engaging the audience.
Yes.
And like you see a lot of comedians, like, oh yeah, what'd you say, sir? Yeah. No, he'll bring it, he'll be like, what's your name, brother?
Mhm.
What's your name? And then he'll kind of like jur and spur them to, breaking out, and that was his fuel to keep him going. He wanted his audience to be like there with him. I mean, you're obviously there to see his show.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't you,
Be a part.
have a moment? Yeah.
You be a part of it. Plus, it fills in gap time. Instead of sitting there having to write a whole 45 minutes, an hour set, you can break it down to 30 minutes and still have 30 minutes to fuck off with the crowd.
Yeah.
And they're still going to enjoy the show.
But that's the fun part of it. Even if they didn't do it that way, and most of the time, you're right, they do.
Yeah.
Because Ralphie May did shit like that.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. That dude was something. Man, watching him sit there talking about the fried chicken. Now, to me, I'll use him as an example, and this kind of does follow with the Ari Spears thing. That was the last time I think I ever seen offensive comedy, like really offensive comedy.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of like the 2000s hit, and you started seeing like comedy wane. Like it's there obviously, but like you start seeing comedy wane. There's so few comedians that have to do like, you know, shtick
I think
jokes.
everybody just kind of went to like, all right, well, we did stand up. Now let's just kind of focus more on the acting aspect of that avenue instead of taking time to be a stand up.
And it kind of sucked because like
I think Chappelle started that because everyone wanted to be like him.
yeah, but
They
it's
saw
weird
that payday, but then again, they didn't see behind the scenes of we're going to do what we say.
See, Chappelle would have been on my list, but the only reason I didn't throw Chappelle in because Chappelle's done things that no one can do. That's like a whole separate topic.
Yeah, that's his own fucking episode.
Like he's done something that most comedians don't do, and that's take your comedy show and put it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And that is you can succeed at that. Not too many people. And Bernie Mac is one of those very few.
Yeah.
But with the amount of offense, no. Dave Chappelle did some things, and he's done some wild things to like still stay relevant. And it's a mad amount of respect.
Well,
But yeah, that's the only reason he didn't make it on my list. He would have been my number one. But my number two, he's kind of new, and it's because of Shane Gillis that he's here. Cam Patterson. Cam Patterson is doing what most young black kids who grew up in a different neighborhood are doing. He's breaking free, and he's showing he's got it.
and he likes rocks.
Oh yeah, he loves rocks. So he's good.
He is.
He's naturally funny, and it's weird because like he's engaging younger audiences that are growing up now to doing it, and he's just naturally funny.
Yeah.
Like did you see the one where where he went to the Amish community? They talked about how he went to the Amish community.
Oh, shit.
He said I went to an Amish community. He said those guys don't have weed. That shit's fucking funny. He said they got rock but no weed. He goes, it was a 50-50 for me to go. Dude, that dude's fucking funny.
He's hilarious.
Now, my number one is the reason it all ties together. But without a certain individual, number one wouldn't be where he's at. Tony Hinchcliffe is my number one. And because of Tony Hinchcliffe, we wouldn't have Cam Patterson, or we wouldn't have Shane Gillis here.
Yeah.
Shane Gillis, like I said, it does a lot for the disabled community. But what Tony Hinchcliffe has done is give so many comedians a chance, especially some that are just naturally funny.
That's the best part. He's using his skill to say, all right, come on, you got a platform. 60 seconds, go.
And on top of that, bringing in random audience members. Like he's like, dude, you think you're funny? Come on up here. Like he's got some funny people. Like
It's Kill Tony, right?
yeah. Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Dude, it's so good. Every good comedian I've seen on there has made it in the short amount of time that they've been on there.
Yeah, once they're on there, they blow up.
Yeah.
Like you need two to blow up, but that first one, that good set's gonna get you noticed, and then that second set you do that's good, it's over. You're gonna be fucking everywhere at that point.
Like you, I don't know if you've ever seen her. She was like one of the very first few that got me into Kill Tony. Oh my gosh, she's a Hispanic girl, a little heavier. Like what's her name? Like Gloria Contos or something. Roseanne Barr was on that episode. Yeah, you're talking Kill Tony. You already know she was gonna be there.
Yeah, she's gonna say all kinds of shit too.
Oh, dude, and she was so funny. And the amount of in the 45 seconds that she was on, she had already had the audience within the first 15.
Holy shit!
And she was just like, I could tell in her eyes, like that was her moment, but she was still scared. But they asked, he said, "How long have you gone?" He goes, "I've gone about like on stage, like comedy wise, about 35 to 45 minutes." He goes, "That's not bad." He goes, "Do you have a lot more material?" She goes, "I want to get more material, but I don't have time." And like within her first go, Roseanne's like, "Dude, I'm doing like 6 tour dates. You want to come?" She was like, "I got to find time. I got to get money." She goes, "Nope."
Just come.
Even Tony said it. He said, "Nope, I'm taking you on a couple of tour dates."
Damn.
Whenever you're that naturally funny,
Yeah,
it's good because she talked about her mom and stuff like that, like how her mom said that you're supposed to drink the blood of your enemies and stuff like that.
No.
Oh, dude, it's funny.
They have bloodborne pathogens.
Who's another one that was pretty good? Another one that's for the disabled community. Aaron Belial.
Which was that?
The mute.
With the phone, yeah.
You cannot tell me that man is not the fastest typer in the world.
He don't have all that shit just set up.
I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so.
I thought he just strolled to what he found, what he wanted to say.
Because if you're a comedian and you're able to sit there and come up with shit on the fly in the short amount of time that she's typing, dude, he's moving. There's no fucking way. And he's already got that shit. He's got a severe cerebral palsy. Or Bell's palsy? No, it's cerebral palsy. He's got a severe case of it. Whenever he talked about, had him call his dad live. Dude, that shit was funny. I can tell where he got his sense of humor from. Because his dad was like, dude, yeah, like, he's breed, yeah, he's my son, and his mom's a husky. That shit caught me because my dad's an asshole.
Did he just call his mom a bitch?
it's fucking funny. But because of Tony, we wouldn't have all these great comedians and this resurgence of comedy. I will say, it's not just completely because of Tony, but because of Tony's platform.
Yeah.
It's happening. But the main man behind that poll is one that is another separate topic of holy shit, this is glory. Joe Rogan. So, but yeah, my number one is Tony Hinchcliffe because he's done a lot for the community.
Yeah,
like he genuinely has.
He's bringing comedy back.
I mean, I think my first time seeing Tony was on that ADHD YouTube channel. Him roasting those two dudes, and he murdered them. Like he was like, oh yeah, I got a couple. There's no
something
way.
About diabetes commercial or some shit. I was like, holy shit.
He goes, you two look like like the before and after. Before and after. Oh no, I moved too much. Don't fall. Don't cry.
It's falling.
Quit moving and it'll be okay.
I can't help it. I'm ADHD.
You know the scratch.
I'm not worried about the scratches. I'm worried about the fall and noise. But yeah, watching them. The fuck? I don't like the fact that y'all are mouthing things. And I don't know what y'all were saying.
Whoa.
Pause.
Don't worry about our mouths.
So, I don't know. Are there any other like prominent comedians you have besides your top?
What? The
I got one.
The dude's last name Blue. You know, he has one of the palsy things, and one of his arms don't really work.
Oh yeah. Now, do you remember he was on a show? Last stand-up
Last Comic Standing?
Yeah.
I watched the first two or three episodes or seasons of that. It was great, and then the show just kind of declined.
Josh Blue.
There you go. He's fucking hilarious.
That dude is naturally charismatic, and you can tell.
I'm just like, dude, you're
and it's funny because he uses his disability as not a crutch in the jokes, but it's stories he's had, and it's funny. There was another guy that was on the Kill Tony that had that lobster. I don't know what the actual center, but looks like his hands look like lobster claws. He used something like that in a joke. He said, "I had a kid come up to me the other day. He said, what happened to your hand? What happened?" Just full on fucking meltdown in front of them.
Poor kid, scarred for life.
I think Josh made a joke like that, and it's funny because, one and the same. But like a lot of people will go, "No, you stole my joke." No, comedy's funny. If you've had a story, you've had a story.
Yeah. Unless you want to be Carlos Mencia.
And can't bring him up. Is that one of your favorite comedians?
Who?
Carlos Mencia?
No.
Forgot he was a comedian, like 100%. I like that South Park episode. That was the only funny episode I've seen him in.
He would have just been genuine. He probably been okay. Did you get that big that fast? And oh shit, you've been stealing jokes? No, that's not good. I don't steal jokes. Yeah, sure. I've seen the videos.
Yeah.
I think my favorite comedian is Amy Schumer, whatever her name is.
Type shit.
Top tier joke stealer right there.
Why do you like Amy Schumer?
I'm just kidding.
Cause she's
No,
what?
no, you threw her up there.
No.
He likes the white women.
Her husband's funnier.
Don't say that, man.
Her husband's funnier, and he's a chef.
I like that Mexican chick.
That's helpful as fuck.
The real pretty, the one was talking about going to the Vietnamese nail salon and shit, and I don't remember her name.
You just like Mexicans, dude.
I gotta think.
Why do you look at me whenever it comes to a Mexican
I
comedian?
thought you might know because that's the one Mexican comedian I'm fucked on.
I forgot her name.
I think the only Mexican comedian I know is, let's see,
Alright,
George
you know-
Lopez.
Okay.
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Well, do you know who?
Angela Johnson.
Oh, my dad talks about
What
her.
is he?
Yeah, he follows her
That's right, I gotta fix that up.
because I think she had another popular.
That chick.
I've never seen her.
Yeah, because she had a resurgence. Yeah, she had a resurgence on TikTok.
Yeah. She's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, she's funny.
You heard of Ralph Barbosa?
Yes.
The name sounds familiar.
I'm from Texas. It's kind of hard not to know about that.
You don't know him, man?
The name sounds familiar.
Look him up real quick.
Is it like Barbosa, like the pirate Captain Barbosa?
He had beef with Jorge Lopez.
I think everybody does at this point. The way he is now.
Yeah, he's.
I forgot what the beef was about, though.
Because he hadn't apparently never heard of him, but instead of being like, oh, I haven't heard of him, I'll look him up. It was more like, oh, he's
That's
a nobody.
him, that's him.
That's when it started.
I never had a name for him.
Really?
Yeah. He had issue with George Lopez.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't see it as an issue. He didn't give a fuck, but everybody else did. But he don't care as long as he's fucking stoned. He'll be fine.
Yeah, but his comedy's kind of like the same thing. It's stories.
Yeah,
They come out, but they're funny as fuck.
he's a great storyteller.
It's the same thing again. Like I can watch clip after clip of him, and it'll be funny. And like another one too, which I'm surprised no one has said. Theo Vaughn.
Okay, Theo is hilarious, but he rides that fucking line. You know, like when he bought a Christmas fucking Cat Williams, and it was just a black nutcracker. He's
But his podcast too, like bringing on other people, and that also opens up other avenues
Definitely.
to meeting
Yeah.
other people or to hearing about other people. And I feel like that's also kind of like Kill Tony. If you're able to get on one of those podcasts,
You made it.
you made it.
You put a name for yourself.
'Cause
yeah.
now
They
you're,
heard
you're
you.
going to get an influx of just people coming to listen to you, especially if that episode did really well.
Yeah.
You're good.
Another one like that I seen before Kill Tony, but whenever he got on it, whew, skyrocketed. Mark Norman, he already had like a following,
Yeah.
but I don't know what it was. Getting him on, what was it? They had Save the Park podcast, which was
Something like that.
Ari Shaffir, Joe Rogan, Mark Norman, and Shane Gillis. All four of those guys. Ari Shaffir is a weird comedian. Like he's a comic.
He's a comic, but his is more. It's the way he delivers his shit.
Uh-huh.
It's more like sleight of tongue, basically.
Mhm.
Is one way to put it.
Tongue in cheek.
There you go.
You kind of go, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes you a second sometimes.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Shit.
It's smart. It's smart comedy.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes I don't want to think. I want to.
And it works because there's no one else really doing it.
Yeah. No.
Everyone else is let's be upfront in your face about it, which is normal. When you have that, like that's fucking different. That's why it works. And he's good at doing it like that.
But in Mark Norman's case, Mark Norman is doing what I think he's This is me. I don't know if it's how y'all feel. I believe he's carrying on the Norm Macdonald torch. This sort of like low energy delivery of things. I've always felt that because I was like, dude, he feels like he's just Norm Macdonald. And like he jokes about the whole like
Yeah, I mean,
it's just like the low energy delivery, but he's kind of like, hey, you know, about energy about everything, and it's good. It's so good. Like what was it the he also jars a lot of like hard topics. Like you ever heard his joke about like the abortion joke? Like he was like, no, it's my body. No, you can't do this. It's my body. And he's like, ah.
I don't think I've heard it.
No, it's good. Go look that one up. Obviously, we can't play it. Yeah.
No.
But that one's good. He's done a lot. But ever since he got on with Joe Rogan, that was it. Same as Shane Gillis. That was it.
It's just the visibility at
It
that
is.
point. Because you get to that point where people are starting to know you, but you just need that one where fucking 50 million people are going to be tuning in, and then, oh shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's kind of crazy how long he's been doing that podcast for, too.
You know Joe Rogan?
Yeah. I went back to some of his older episodes, and I'm like, how long ago was this? Fucking 7 years ago? And it's barely in the hundreds?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, fuck. And like the way his set changed, too.
Yeah.
Like over time, it's just gotten crazy. But
It looks good.
yeah,
I think it looks nice.
a good
It's very
time.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. But some of the people he has on there that like try to beef up with him, he just doesn't let them.
I think the most amazing guest he's had on is I'm blanking on his name. He's an astrophysicist.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You cannot tell me that has got to be one of the most amazing guests he's ever had.
You should read his books sometime.
I don't
He has
want-
multiple, but yeah.
Who, Joe Rogan or
Dr. Tyson.
or Neil?
Dr. Tyson.
I said, dude's fucking smart. But seeing him out of an element on a podcast like Joe Rogan, yeah, Joe Rogan's meant to like he's gonna jury you a little. He's gonna break your,
Well, yeah.
break you a little. But he doesn't bend. He doesn't break. He kind of just conforms and adapts to it, and
Yeah.
like he's genuinely humorous. He can be humorous, and it's interesting. Because like this is one of the most intelligent beings we have on planet Earth right now, and having to me, and it was weird seeing it the first time. I was like, what the fuck is he doing on Joe Rogan's podcast?
I was excited when he got on.
Like, don't get me wrong,
Because I'm a Dr. Tyson fan.
like it's cool.
Like, I read his books, and, you know, of course, I'm a space fucking nerd anyway.
Oh no, you like Angels and Airways, don't you?
For those that are listening, I'm flipping this fucker off. No, I mean, I love space, and then when you have... Of course, you're going to pick your different people. I don't give a fuck about Stephen Hawking, you know. Mr. Robot Chairman didn't do shit.
Leave him alone, damn it. He did things that no one could do.
What,
It's-
talk
it's-
to
he
a
was
fucking
Epstein
computer?
Yeah.
He went to Epstein Island. That's where
He did go to Epstein Island.
Shout out to Bad Friends.
He pulled up, you know, a little chair. I want to sleep with you. Touch me and my no square.
Is that? Did you get that from offending everyone?
Do you think whenever he was like on the dock, do you think it was going down? Bumpy, too bumpy. Please paint it next
Help.
time.
Help, stuck in sand.
Bring me a traction board, please.
I need a child.
I don't want to do
Will
this.
you guys do oil changes here? I'm over 3,000 miles.
I don't want to do this. No, I'm not touching this. This is the one time I'll sit there and go, no, I'm
I
not
forgot
touching.
my spare.
Why do you choose that voice for his talking? Like,
I don't know. There's just
The Australian voice was probably taken.
You want me to do a Brit? Hello.
imagine if he hit one like, hey yo. Like, what the fuck?
He said, "What's this, caveman word?" Like, oh no.
Just grunts.
God damn it.
What kind of grunts do you think he makes whenever he's you know? think it's just like glitches?
Microsoft power down and power up noises back and forth.
Ew.
When he finishes, is it like the Windows theme song?
Yeah.
When he first logged in.
You can walk for a little bit. Just releases some
Holy
stress.
shit!
That was built up. I'm better now.
Powering down again.
Is that one of those things where he just like ascends the plane of existence for like 5 seconds and just like you ever seen like Woody in Toy Story?
Yeah.
Like that just fucking falls back in his shirt. Then sit there and put his hand back on. God damn it! I said everyone's gonna join in this one.
Wake up! Wake up! We got more miners coming.
Whoa! Off of this one. Off of this one.
Okay.
That's what they did at Empty Island. Don't get mad at me.
Back on the Squatch. Let's see.
That's a callback.
I will say, on comedians, Neil deGrasse Tyson was one of those that I was not expecting to see on a much more leveled down aspect. But Joe Rogan's intelligent too.
Very.
Didn't he ask him to take some DMT that episode?
Yeah.
Nice.
One of those episodes.
I think every episode.
But now, I use him as where I'm about to go to the next amount of like absurdity that Joe Rogan's done, because later on this next guest and Neil have been on the podcast together. You know what I'm talking about?
Stephen fucking Hawking.
That guy, yes. He did it. He did an interview with them.
Thanks for having me, Joe. I'm glad that
Yes,
you're
I
here.
had DMT before.
Didn't do much.
Fucked me up for a little bit.
I got a cramp.
That's what you get. Quit making fun of Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
Oh no, Keith is having a cramp. Good thing I can't feel that.
I got a gut. I don't got abs. Well, my abs is fucking cramping up.
More
Hello,
like
abs.
flabs.
Quit making me laugh. It hurts.
Theo Vaughn.
He mentioned him.
Did
Steal
you?
my fucking idea, dude?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry.
Jokes.
And I said it was funny because he had bought a Christmas Cat Williams, but it was a black nutcracker, and it was hilarious.
Who did that to Drewski?
Yeah, just like you used to be saying shit, don't you? I'm like,
But if
checks out.
You know what's fucking funny though? Is like I said, they were both on Joe Rogan. And then later on Theo's podcast, Neil's on that same one and I'm like, dude, he's just a character. But then again, this is the only individual that got Donald Trump on a podcast first.
True.
Joe Rogan followed after. He's like, fuck, how did he do that? He's like, I want Donald Trump on my podcast. He's like, I didn't think you could do that. But watching him do that, that's surprising another dude. That's fucking funny. You ever actually watch those podcasts?
I see clips.
He was on Theo Vaughn's podcast?
I think no, or I'm thinking of JD Vance. I know JD Vance was on there.
JD Vance was on. I know he was on Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, he's on Joe Rogan.
Was
yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he was on Joe Rogan. Cause I know JD Vance was on Theo Vaughn's. I'm starting to think that
He was on Theo's.
Donald Trump?
No, JD Vance was on Theo's.
I feel like he was on his. Cause he did a whole
As
panel.
far as Theo getting Donald Trump, I don't know. I know Rogan got him.
I don't think he'd ever go on Theo Vaughn's podcast.
Yeah.
Did he go on there?
Yeah, this past weekend with with Theo Vaughn.
I know he went. He made his rounds through all the podcasts, or was trying. to make
Because
his
he did an interview with Donald Trump. So that's how I was like, I think that was his podcast. So 'cause I remember he had JD Vance, and that was kind of like surprisingly an eye opener.
I didn't know he was that intelligent.
Who, Theo Vaughn
No.
or JD Vance?
That motherfucker was. I was like, God damn, he is fucking smart.
I mean, obviously he had to get into his position somehow. He probably showed like the glimmer of intelligence. Oh shit, got done with that. Nope, they seen too much. Nope, can't do it.
He's a crayon eater, ain't
Think so.
Yeah.
he? Yeah. So for him to be that intelligent, you don't add those two together. No offense, Marines, we love you. It's just y'all aren't known for being, like smart people.
But like going,
Don't look at me like that.
We're done, dude.
I mean,
No,
about my brother.
they're known for being forces. They're called devil dogs for a reason.
No.
It's brute fucking force.
No, in the words of my brother, they're all fucking bros. Like they're like the frat boys and the frat girls of the military. Like you give them like a 6-pack of either beer or or Monster, dude. They'll go sweep any fucking opposing military, no questions asked. You sit there and tell them there's possibly a chicken MRE that they want, dude. They're gonna go where at. Tell me now. They're like right here on opposing. Say no more. They've already got everything on them. They're like, what do we do now? Do we just take it? It's right there. We'll take it. First person shot's a bitch, and that's how it goes for them. Like my brother told me, he said whenever and I'm about to get a little touchy here. I think I told y'all about this. When my brother got sent over there during the uprising.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He said they got shot at once. He said it was like. He said there was between 2 convoys. He said and 17 people in a platoon. He said in between those 2 convoys. He said on that radio comm when they got shot at, it was like gorilla grunts that whole time. He said they were like screaming out numbers 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock, like it was just straight gorilla grunts. And when they finally traced it back, they were all like, "Job done. We're getting peanuts." You think I'm kidding? When my brother,
they'll do anything for that jalapeno cheese bread.
Dude, this shit's wild. Like my brother's dude. My brother's a wild individual too. I'll have him on this podcast so y'all can understand him. Dude, he is naturally funny, and let me put it this way: this kid, at the age of 8, built a flamethrower. And he goes, guess what I'm going to do?
He's always destined to be a Marine.
No, dude. Ordnance specialist, too, so you tell me where his intelligence lies.
My long-lost best friend is just fucking out there.
Yeah, see?
Couldn't destroy shit!
Dude, if my brother ever got on, like, Joe Rogan, dude, that's it. He's rich. My brother will be rich. I guarantee it. Like, he'd do one stand-up, be like, yeah, I'm retiring. This was gay.
What are you gonna do now? Oh, blow shit up.
Yeah. Nah, without Joe Rogan, we wouldn't have any of these. We wouldn't really have any of these, like, current modern, comedians.
Or would we?
We would. I think it would just be harder for people nowadays to
It would. Because nowadays, all you gotta do is make a fucking TikTok, be funny on it. Next thing you know, boom, boom, you're overnight success.
I always feel like that's rare, though. Like, in the case of, like, okay, now it's kind of weird, like this one, but the hot tool girl. One simple joke.
Yeah.
And where's she, like, what happened?
But it's kind of crazy how people can get that big of a jump start into things and they fucking ruin it so fast.
Like who?
The hot tool girl.
I heard that wasn't her fault.
What'd she do?
I heard that had nothing to do with her.
But she's attached to it and she didn't know anything about it. Even though it's her brand name.
It's her brand name that her management said, you want to sign off.
What happened?
There was a
big old crypto scam.
Yeah, hot coin or whatever the fuck.
Oh, type shit. All right.
And people were buying it. What was it, 3 million or 30 million or something like that?
I think it was 3.
It's like $3 million people put in, and all of a sudden it just fucking disappeared.
Yeah.
So they're saying that she took the $3 million and ran off with it, and she's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But at the same time, like, when it comes to the accountability aspect, she didn't say anything about it, but her management said stuff about it that she copied and pasted from them and put it online. So at the same time, it's like, well, the damage control is coming from the people who made the damage.
Yeah.
So it's like, she could have easily taken accountability, like, hey, I had no idea this was going on. My name was just attached to it, and tried to give her some leeway with it. But
she's also new, so she don't have the wherewithal to think, my management's fucking me over.
Yeah.
It's probably her first time dealing with having a formal like that.
At least to her credit, she is a character.
Mm-hmm.
She's funny, so I give her that much. Yeah, it was that one line made it what she is, but she's actually a character that's fun to watch. So she has that.
Who else from her career?
I don't want to say her name, but I feel like I've already brought it up. Fucking Coco.
So I just looked him up and I forgot that's who you're talking about. My brain, I'm telling you, I hear the name, I go, oh, I know that name. but I don't think I'm familiar with what they do.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm familiar with what they do. Huh?
Huh?
Hmm? That's what I thought.
You got dementia, motherfucker. You're
35
getting
quick,
shit.
dude.
Don't fuck with me until I have my coffee.
No,
It's been sitting there since fucking 8 o'clock.
I just finished it too.
Oh.
but he had everything. His podcast was taking off. He was getting fucking. He had Mr. Beast on there when Mr. Beast was on the fucking like
I don't know, come up.
going to the stratosphere. You know, he had him on there. He had a bunch of other guests that fucking killed on there. Like if you look at their set, whenever they had moved to their newest studio, like they were doing really fucking good to have that kind of set and to have the production. The YouTube was taking off. He had a wife. Like he was in that place.
You don't have a wife no more?
Well, I think they're like in trouble now. I think they're having their troubles now.
That shit.
But he was in the position that most people want to be in. That aspire like us. We want to be in a position where we have the nicest studio, fucking YouTube's taking off, fucking podcast is taking off. But those allegations came out and he went on a hiatus for fucking forever. And I think he just made a YouTube video explaining it, but the damage has already been done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you don't come out immediately and say something, you're fucking yourself.
Yeah, and the evidence that had came out in that whole situation is pretty substantial.
So it's not enough for him to sit there and try to clear it, and then
No.
he's
And like if you look at him before that YouTube, before the whole situation came out, and then after him, like everything went down, he looks so different, and it's from the fucking stress he's going through from it. And I feel like that. I mean, obviously, something like that will affect your marriage. So I don't know if they're done or not.
It's sort of like the Poggers Face guy.
That poor guy.
So it's kind of like that.
Whatever happened to him?
He said something political on a stream that shouldn't have been said in the first place because that's not in his character. It's not something he did, and he just let it slip once, and that was it. And it was just people didn't like it. People didn't like him to the point where they started removing his face.
Yep.
Damn.
And they came up with a whole new fucking thing for it.
But like, I feel like that at some point, most of these comedians are not. I'm not saying they're gonna have allegations like that, but they're gonna come
I
into
fucking hope not.
a situation where something might damage their career, and like I feel like that's how we've lost some good comedians too.
That was the whole Hollywood thing,
Some
ain't it?
funny comedians, yeah. But like, I don't know. Listening to the podcast now, the Tiny Meat Game podcast. But listening to it now and it just be Noel, it's just kind of like it's missing that person.
It's empty.
It's empty. I mean, Noel still does a good job. He's still funny on his own, and many people can agree that out of those two, Noel is the funniest. So he still can make it happen and still do a good job, but it's missing that yin and yang aspect of it.
He's not kind of like.
You okay over there?
No! I saw his face! He's not like Joe Rogan funny, like on his own. Like he's not a force that he can be solo to where he can carry it.
I mean, like he can carry it, but it's just having that extra person always helps.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And plus, I think from the get-go, it was the extra person. So now that it's not extra person, it's not the same.
I mean, whenever they were blowing up, their whole thing was that both of them would react to like cringy ass YouTube videos, and that blew up. So it was from the beginning. It was always them, you know. And when they made music together, it was them. And when they did other videos, and like it was always them. And then when that shit came out, and obviously, I don't know if he had gotten fired from the podcast or if he left on his own accord. But you know, Noel put up a whole video on the podcast, I think, or on YouTube. Just kind of talking about where the direction of the podcast was going to go. Mm-hmm. And like now I feel like obviously there's no way Cody can ever come back to it because the damage is already done.
Yeah.
You know, you bring up his name and it's like, oh fuck him, he's a fucking pervert, this and this and this.
Oh goddamn.
So there's just like nothing he can do at this point.
He got Louis C.K. He recovered though. Ooh, actually.
Did he though?
I'd say yes.
Kind of?
Yes. He did enough to where he's still a lasting impression in the comedian community.
Yeah. You say that.
I will say back to someone who's very influential on the side.
Tua?
No.
Hot Tua?
No.
Oh my god.
Why are you smiling
God.
when you say that? You gonna
Got him.
run you done zip? Or...
Pause, dude.
Shut up. Bert Kreischer.
Bird. The machine!
Let me ask you, how far do y'all get into like comedy YouTube?
What do you mean, like how far?
Like, do y'all delve deep? Y'all find certain like gold mines of comedian YouTubers?
No, I just watch it and laugh.
Jaden Williams. Have y'all seen him?
No.
He does a lot of skit comedy,
Okay.
and it's fucking great. He has one where he's got this character that's like this tatted up dude, and like dude, you have to go look that shit up. I'll look at a picture of this dude.
We're gonna see a picture.
Yep.
You know, speaking of skits, kind of had a couple ideas for some skits too, haven't we?
We have. And we're gonna be working on that at some point.
At some point.
This dude.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Go look him up. Go look up Jaden Williams or Jaden Comedy on YouTube. That dude is funny. There's, like I said, he's got this one character that he dresses up, that he does. Oh god, dude, I can't explain that. It's one you have to watch. This is the character. See that guy?
Okay.
It's like this thug character
Mm-hmm.
that he plays. It's just so peak. He's also got this gnaw guy. Anyways, but yeah, no comedy. Yeah, sorry, I was dragging this out somewhere, and I'm starting to think I don't know where I was going with this.
See, my fucking dementia comment was correct.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
I don't want to deal with that one. I don't know what the fuck that was. So they were
hitting, dude.
Shut
Keep
up.
picking on me on the
30,
shit.
35 is coming, I know.
Don't bully me up.
So you guys were talking about where we're gonna take the skidding.
Yeah.
Skidding.
Skidding.
Is it skidding?
Pause.
Skidding.
I'm not pausing that
Oh my
one.
God, I'm
We're this is on the record.
I'm skidding. Ew.
So, y'all have an idea?
Got a few.
Do you have a few, Vincent?
I got a few that'll probably be some killers.
See, there we
No,
go. We just gotta,
We just gotta be able to get to that point.
we gotta write them and then film them, then edit them.
So
then give it to your eye holes.
I was given a bit of critiquing by a certain person.
Same person or a different person?
Is the one I was telling you about. Said individual said they're on our third episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, said person gave us a little critiquing, and she's like, it needs to catch us, and I feel like if we do start getting to the skits,
That'll definitely catch.
it'll catch. In between our ideas that we have, and we've got many to start off with, and that's the best part. Is we don't have just one, and we're like, okay, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Okay, we got two. What do we do now? Okay, that's episode 3. Okay, what do we do now? Well, that's the thing. We have so many. We're between 3 people in
It's
this.
a fucking gold mine. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just skits.
But I'm gonna go back to what you were saying about like the Tiny Meat podcast.
Tiny Meat Gang,
Tiny
dude.
Gang.
Tiny Meat Gang.
TMG, bro.
Sorry, my bad.
Respect the Tiny Meat Gang. Or
My bad. I'm sorry.
As a fellow member, I don't
That's TMI.
But
TMG.
I'm gonna,
Not TMI.
I'm gonna kind of double back and say,
Tiny Meat Institute.
Yes.
At
We're
DeVry?
scholared over here.
Ed DeVry.
Rosetta Stone, dude. Straight up.
That's something completely fucking different.
Like you were saying, like it's kind of like you're missing a yin and yang. If it was just one person doing this, it's gonna be you could probably do it.
You can, it just take fucking forever.
But between 3 of us, we have an infinite amount of ideas right now.
Now, whether or not they're good ones have yet to come to
We'll
light.
find out. in the future.
So we have one, and we kind of let Vincent touch on it a little. Pause. You started this.
They're picking up the mantle.
This is yours. This is yours.
Yeah, I gotta watch my scene.
But your whole Squatch episode.
Dude, you want to keep going?
We let
no,
him.
you
We
can't.
let him run. This is Vincent's form of storyboarding, and this is that. When I listened to it, and I was like, "Wow, this is good." Like it's good.
I don't know how I did that, man.
No, you were just you.
You used your brain, your head, and your mind.
No, that was no brain. That came from the heart.
It was my affinity for Squatch, man. That's what it was.
All I can say is when he kept going and going, I was like, holy shit! He just got a whole backstory,
Yeah.
and it kind of made me think. I was like, dude, this needs to be like a skit, like a History Channel skit. And I thought that was so fucking funny.
Fucking interview with Squatch at
It's
the
like,
end.
yeah, at the end, it's like, but it's like all three of us as like historians, and I thought about that. I was like, dude, that'd be fucking funny. It's like, dude, I don't know who the fuck came up with this, but this is like some fucking terrible idea. And like, we're all bashing, like, dude, these are false. No one even knows what the hell this is, And I genuinely thought that'd be a fucking good skit in between everything.
Yeah, we should do that.
So, the format that I've had, and I don't know if I've talked to Vincent about it, I've talked very little to you about it, Keith, is...
Yeah, because I don't see y'all motherfuckers anymore.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Shouldn't even be telling you this.
No.
In your position now.
Excuse me?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
My
But-
bank account needed it.
Type shit. Y'all hiring?
For my position, no.
I'm firing myself. It's okay, don't worry.
Okay.
I told Vincent about the whole idea of we start off with the skit, get into the cast, take an intermission, which some podcasts do that, especially if it's like 2-3 hours long. They take intermissions and they kind of like go off into like I guess their ad most of the time, and that's usually most of the time. But we do a skit for our intermission. We come back, finish out our second topic, and then we end with the skit. And that's the whole episode. And I thought about that. I was like, that would be a pretty cool thing. Because we can do, a 10-minute little skit to a 15-minute skit to maybe a 10, and then the rest of it is all cast.
Mm-hmm.
Now I thought that'd be kind of cool because then it separates a lot of ideas. And not an idea, but like separates time management. Right. It makes it easier on us. Plus we can talk about a topic, for a short amount of time, I think it's pretty solid.
Keeps everyone entertained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, the real challenge is fitting it within the hour.
That's the hard part.
Because as much as I like to sit there and be like, okay, 30 minutes. 30 minutes for a skit. Well, damn, it's going to take a bit to film that and do it right.
And edit it.
I mean, it's practically a whole episode in some major fucking TV shows.
Mm-hmm. Because how many TV shows run for 30 minutes roughly? Like just episodes in general, 30 to 45.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah. So
fucking commercial breaks.
I don't like even like animations. Like they're starting to run to almost an hour. Like, and that's almost like movie length. Well, shit, most movies are like almost 2 hours now.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Oppenheimer, almost 3 hour movie.
That's fucking wild.
That was a tank to watch, dude.
I still haven't watched it.
You're missing out.
I traded out for Barbie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't watch them back to back?
Mm-hmm.
You
I
didn't
was
get
at
them
home.
with the Oppenheimer?
I did not watch Oppenheimer.
I'm not watching that fucking Barbie shit.
It's goofy.
It's dumb.
You know who steals the show?
Who?
Who do you think?
Ryan Gosling?
Mm-hmm.
Type shit.
Oh, and oh my god, I blanked on his name. Michael Cera. Michael Cera's in there.
I don't care. I'm not watching that stupid shit.
Dude, it's so goofy. Like
No.
He literally steals the show. It's not a Barbie movie. It's a kid movie. It's Ryan Gosling.
Either or, I'm not watching that bullshit.
I'm just Ken, dude. I'm just Ken.
It's when I tell you it's not a girl movie. It's not. It's not about.
It
Barbie.
shouldn't be a human being movie, but it is.
Well, Neither is most animation.
I don't watch most animation.
Why not?
Because I think it's stupid.
Fucking old man, open your eyes for once.
Dude, we're gonna get you to watch at least one Hayao Miyazaki movie.
That sounds like a sexual act.
Yeah, I don't know how you got that as a sexual act. I really don't.
Because it sounds funny and I don't understand it.
I can tell.
That's why.
Is that the old Italian in you?
Yeah.
If it doesn't have mozzarella or meatball at the end,
Hey,
it doesn't
fuck
count.
you.
So, I will tell you right now, you are going to watch a Hayao Miyazaki movie. Why? Because they hit you where they need to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what's that one? House of the Fireflies, I think. Yeah, it's about the post.
How do lightning bugs have houses?
Hold on.
A hole in the dirt. Maybe this could be a skit.
Jesus.
We just make Keith watch and play things that he's never played or watched. What do you think about that? Would you like doing that, Keith?
Grave of the Fireflies. And it's post World War II.
Isn't that the one where they all get smoked at the end of it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's post Here's the Sun?
Do.
Someone's gonna... I'm offended.
That's the idea. Type shit.
Type shit.
Big type shit.
So, but yeah, we've had a couple of ideas going like that. We've been working on like trying to get started. It's more about where to start,
Yeah.
how to start. Doing it's gonna be a no-brainer. We can do it and go, okay, we got it, cool, we're set. It's more about our first step.
Hold on. It's gonna take us, for a 20-minute fucking skit, it's gonna take us like 20 fucking hours.
Roughly, depending on
Because our Facebook post the other day took us how long to fucking do?
Didn't take fucking 20 hours, first of all.
How long did it
It
fucking
took
take?
upwards of like
That was less than a
4
minute.
minutes.
That was less than a fucking minute. And it took longer than 4.
You don't understand the storyboard fucking part of this, okay?
How was that the storyboard?
Because I had to come up with the walk.
Don't bring me in this one. No, you started this shit.
This motherfucker right here.
This is your episode.
Every time he went to hit record, he started laughing.
That's just funny.
That just means I'm with a good group of people and they make me laugh.
Oh.
Fucking Tubbs over here on that orange cart. Yeah. It's a little insider news right there.
You look handsome on that, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Thank you. I made that motherfucker do a wheelie yesterday. I was like, holy shit. I didn't realize that. I put my foot down. So, oh shit. No, I look. He's
Got
gonna.
her weight on it.
I think you gotta lean forward.
He can't.
You're not supposed to.
Might need to get the one that your former boss man has. The yellow one.
Oh, I can't. Everybody else has those.
No, well, time to kick someone off.
I like the little orange one.
I mean, your other boss man has one. Kick him off. Just go bing.
No, I'll just keep what I got.
Yeah.
And I'll drive around looking all pretty and shit.
I mean, it did belong to greatness, so.
Yeah, big shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
The goat.
I don't know what. I guess this is a good way because, like, yeah, retired.
Yeah.
Sent off. Yeah, perfect thing.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things where, like, you have like whenever you walk in and you sit there and you see it, you see the light shine on it, and it's like a holy relic now.
Then no, that's not how I said it.
Oh well. I was trying to add some allure to it, but I guess it didn't work that way.
No, not for the
I'll do
skin.
it next episode, don't worry.
So, but yeah, we kind of got a couple of ideas to work on with that. We're hoping that we can nail the whole video aspect because that right there that's our challenge. No,
Not really.
you don't think so?
Nah.
I think it's a scary thing to look into because of what it is.
It's just the amount of time that's going to
Once we do it, and I think once we get it down, it might just become second nature. Kind of like how this is, where we just
chill.
sit down, do it, chill. It happens, and just happens.
Yeah, I guess you got a point.
But we do have a lot of ideas for topics, and more come out of them every single they all come out every single day.
I mean, they do, because we'll have one,
That was so
and
fast.
then boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so they all kind of just branch off of each other, and off of one topic we'll have like 6 different skits. It wasn't that quick, man.
It was quick.
He has it pre-loaded, half cocked in his brain, so it comes out.
I was gonna start wandering. My ADHD's like, nope. No, he did it.
Good place to end it, or what?
So, yeah, I guess it's good. We had a good topic, good comedians and everything. So we got what we needed.
We did.
I'd say we needed. This is a good cast.
It is.
We stuck with only one topic instead of jumping to multiple, so I felt like that was a good one.
If you guys want to hear more about Squatch next episode, leave it in the comments. I'll come up with some more lore.
It won't take them a
On the
lot of
spot.
effort. Trust me.
I'll do it on the spot. I'll read the comment on the spot.
It won't take them a lot of effort. Trust me.
It won't. It's already brewing.
It's like a storm that hasn't ended.
But I got another minute. Let me keep going.
I'll say there we go.
No, Jesus.
All right. That's
Well,
it.
thanks for tuning in. I'm Keith.
I'm Vincent.
And I'm Adam. See you next time.
Ah!